What's up, everybody? If you want to see how I achieve this meal, keep watching. Welcome to the Not Yet Chef Girl by Belly Rich. And today I am doing the loaded nachos remake with a bonus drink. So you remember this sad occasion here, the first attempt. That first attempt was so bad. I wasn't home, so I didn't have everything I needed. It was terrible, had me feeling all types of way, which is why I said I would remake it because it had me like, yeah, man, I don't know what the frick was gonna happen. So yeah, I remade it for you guys. And we're gonna jump right on in here because I made it before. I'm not gonna go through all the other steps. I'm just gonna, I'll explain what's different between now and then, and that's pretty much about it. I'm gonna try to limit the talking to a minimum. I could not get my meat out of there. Sorry about that, everyone. All right, but I had to get all the meat out. Here we go. So I was beginning to chop this up. You guys want to know a fun fact? The spatula that I'm using is considered not a scraper, it's considered a spatula. And then what we call a spatula is actually called a turner or a slotted turner, which you're going to see my slotted turner in just a moment because this was working but not fast enough for me. So I went and got me the turner. I put in some seasoned salt, which, guys, is not seasoning salt, it's seasoned salt, meaning there's other stuff in there with the salt. So if you use this, don't use salt too high, blood pressure, all that good crap. You don't want that. So, yeah. Um, I got my turner, so now I'm crushing up the meat because, from my personal preference, I like to have the meat a little smaller in size because it goes further, especially after you add the cheese. It goes a whole lot easier, and you get more bites of meat also, even if you're using a little tube like I did. So that's what I'm doing now, just breaking it up and trying to make them into smaller pieces. I'm going to keep doing that till it's to my desire liking. Alright, so here we have some freshly drained meat because I'm magic and I could just snap my fingers and make the grease go away. Kind of special like that. But I'm also going ahead and chop it again while it's finishing up cooking without the grease, just so it could break up into smaller pieces. I don't know if you can actually see how they're going into smaller pieces. Yeah, there we go. Actually, I think I'm mistaken. Is this drained already? I don't know. I don't think so. No, it's not drained yet. I think I see some of that. Yeah, it's not drained yet. My God, my bad, you guys. Alright, so I guess I'm just. Now it's drained. There we go. Now the magic happens. Freshly grained meat, drained meat. Oh my God, I can't talk. It is 11:31 at night. Sorry, you guys. All right, so here I poured in my Blanco cheese dip. This time I bought it with the peppers already in it and stuff, so I didn't have to do like I did last time. I did not have taco seasoning, which is why I used the seasoned salt earlier. But anyway, just give everybody a good mix here. My little eye is off at this point. It's just using the residual heat from the pan in the eye. And I mix it real good in the cheese. I didn't use a whole lot, as you see, because it's such a small amount of meat. But it feels like how I usually have to cook it for fathead. And I would have used that whole jar and maybe like two or three of those tubes of meat because boy, the appetite there is crazy. But yeah. So what I'm gonna do now is sit this aside and let it do its thing. Alright, drink time, y'all. Alright, so As y'all can see, we are set up to make a drink. I have my 24-ounce Ninja bottle, and I got a halfway full ice, and I got chunks, mango chunks, and sliced peaches. Both are frozen, so I'm gonna put them. I only use half ice, and the peaches and mango. But disclaimer, I ended up putting more in it with off camera later after it was blended. I'll explain why after. But yeah, so I got my mango, got my peaches, and I also pulled one of each out and put it on that little white plate you guys see there to kind of begin to defrost for garnishment. See, that's what I was doing right there to garnish the thing, the top of the drink. Alright, so I was not aware about how bad that it's about to get. You guys gonna see. So I'm gonna completely describe this whole thing to you. So I didn't have tequila, but I had rum. So here, the first pour, first liquid. This is the rum, and I put it a pretty good amount in it. If you can see it, you see how it's growing up a little bit. It's probably to that whole standing straight up ice cube right there. It was a good bit of it. And then I topped it off with just a little bit of lemon juice, just a little drop of lemon juice, which you're about to see as that I pour off to the side. And I apologize, you guys. I don't know what was going on with my camera or my computer to not let me fix this. So I absolutely apologize that you guys can't see it. So the rum is in there. That was just a lemon. So on top of all that, I added a drizzle of honey, maybe like a teaspoon of honey to it. Um, just I don't have agave, so I was making do with what I had. Same thing with the run, making do what I had. So I went ahead and closed the top, which I fought for a bit, and pulsated it off camera, so you guys, didn't have to hear the loud noise. All right, so throwing Doritos in here. We finna make this salad, this loaded nachos. We finna do it. All right, guys. Sorry. I need sleep. So, what I started with first, I moved everything out the way and I began to cut my tomato, into smaller pieces. I don't know exactly what kind of tomatoes these are, but they're about the size of plums. I don't remember what they are, but they're very juicy and leave a lot of tomato juice when you cut it up. I was not squeezing not any bit of it. I just was holding it up, and I don't know if y'all can see how much juice is on that plate, but bruh, it was covered. The whole thing was covered by the time I was done with those tomatoes. Alright, so I have 2 bags of Doritos because I'm a lazy fool. I actually had bought some for this, but I was feeding the homeless just a few days ago and I had this left over. So I was being a lazy person and getting those out. Anyway, so yeah. Now we're gonna lay down our meat right on top of our crushed Doritos. I prefer mine crushed. If I was eating regular nachos, it would have been okay with cheese, but I like mine crushed with the taco salad. Then I add a butt ton of lettuce on it. And it's not just regular lettuce, it's actually the salad that has the carrots and cabbage and everything in it. So it's not just regular lettuce. And here, it looked like I was being picky, but I was actually picking the soft ones out because, as you may not know, I had dealt with cancer so long, my teeth are gone. So, yeah. So I was actually picking out softer ones. I added my tomato, and anybody who knows me know I love my sour cream. So that is what's coming next. Gonna stir it up here. Got about $3 I'm gonna put on here. This dish actually was inspired by something someone cooked a long time ago, and I just changed up the recipe. She used regular cheese, yellow dip cheese. Alright, so I'm gonna put a drop of honey on this plate here. Not crazy. And I'm putting down some of my pink Himalayan salt, and I'm just going to rim the glass here with the honey. I'll put the honey down and then put it into the salt so I can get the rim covered. Yep, there we go. So we're getting the salt on, and I don't know why I preferred to use the pink Himalayan over regular salt, but I did. So I made this, and while I was fixing my food, I had it in the freezer, which you'll see is going to become a big problem. All right. And also, I added more alcohol, a little bit more honey, and a little bit more fruit to it because it just wasn't working out right. Um, and actually a little bit more ice. So I guess I doubled everything. I had this teensy straw, which I thought would be perfect for the drink. So I was kind of sliding and scooting it out. And I guess my hand was warming it too fast or something because you're about to see what happened. I wish I kept my top on so it just fall out the hole. But yeah, it fell all over my table. There were alcoholics in hell screaming at me, y'all. I poured it all, and I was putting it back into the thing because I had just cleaned the table before I started. Sorry. So I went ahead and grabbed the closest napkins to me, clean up the mess, what's left over, the juices I couldn't put back into the cup. So I took my peach and my mango and I garnished it, put them side by side in the drink here. Alright, so this is how taco salad turned out right there. And this is the drink with the peach, the mango's lost in color. And this is what it looks like mixed up together, you guys. Thanks for watching the show, making it quick. I ask you to follow me on all social medias. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Love you guys.